The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Jackson will throw again. Oh, he stays up. Flush to his right. The 20. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On third down, Patterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. Akers has got the first down and then some. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action now. Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back. And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Yeah, because possibly. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Troy Hill picks it, and the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for Carolina. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And again, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not real.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And for Aaron Rodgers, the career numbers just continue to get more impressive. That last pass puts him over 55,000 passing yards in his career. He went zooming past John Elway, who is at 51,475. That put him in the top 10. Aaron Rodgers, what a career it has been for number 12. And it just seems like he probably has a couple more years left in that right arm. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Jackson on first down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a throw here to his running back.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Jackson on first down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Jackson. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got his big tight end here. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Buying time to his left. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. Dan under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. He's at the 50. The 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Rodgers throwing here. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Marr able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.